State police are changing when they engage in chases. Now, this comes after a stolen vehicle being chased by a state police car crashed into another police cruiser, leaving 2 troopers and 2 teenagers injured in Muskegon County last June. 13 on your side's Jeremiah Brown spoke to state police and law enforcement experts on calling drivers to follow the law and pull over.
So there's always radio support of different, both from the air and on the ground, that will allow additional units to come in where we don't have to put anybody's lives at risk.
Michigan State Police announcing policy change. Now they will only pursue vehicles if they have probable cause to believe they have committed a violent or life-threatening felony.
The different life-threatening felonies would be murder, attempted murder, kidnapping involving a weapon, arson, armed robbery.
Prior to this change, state police would engage in pursuits in situations like a person failing to pull over for a traffic stop. Lieutenant Michelle Robinson says this reflects leadership changes this year and looking at previous incidents where chases have ended with injuries to troopers and civilians.
That allows us to reduce that risk factor and to keep the innocent bystanders, the suspects in these cases, as well as our troopers safe.
We spoke to Lewis Langham, a former MSB trooper for 25 years, who says time will tell on how this may impact policing.
It's somewhat restrictive, obviously, for law enforcement officers in the state police, this new policy. But, you know, it has some benefits and it has some drawbacks like any policy that would come out. And you just kind of have to balance the pros and the cons of it.
Robinson says state police will be using aviation tools to follow stolen vehicles without adding risk to public safety.
You can't outrun the radio. We have the plate information, the vehicle information.
And it's not worth the risk for you to be stopped by the police and decide to speed away, where you could end up committing a felony and find yourself in prison on an involuntary murder charge for 15 years.
So, Jeremiah, what is the biggest thing state police want drivers to know about this change?
Well, Juliet, the biggest thing for state police is they want to remind people that they still have a responsibility to stop when being pulled over by MSP, as failing to stop is still a crime, adding that police have other ways to locate suspects.
Thank you, Jeremiah.